Hi, I'm Monia Gerard and I play for the Diamonds.
Hi, I'm Nat Bomberto and I also play for the Diamonds.
And Shock Horror, I play for the Diamonds as well. I'm Catherine Cox.
Okay, first question first. How's Hong Kong?
Sadly, we haven't had enough time to experience it. Been training a lot, double sessions a day, so we're looking forward to getting out now and having a bit of a look around.
Who are you looking forward to playing in the World Championship?
New Zealand?
And England.
And Jamaica.
Yeah.
Are Jamaica good?
Jamaica are good as well, but
Really?
if we can get to the grand final and beat New Zealand, we'll be happy girls.
I'll be happy
Or
to
someone
beat them in
beats
the
New Zealand.
semi-final.
Or the semi, either or.
If you had to get a cartoon character to play your position,
Wonder Woman.
who would it
Astro
be?
Boy.
Oh, I hate cartoons. Can you give me one?
Oh no, I lie. He-Man. Always loved He-Man.
Sheila. Go Sheila. That's
She-Ra.
He-Man's
She-Ra.
girlfriend.
Oh.
Sheila.
She-Ra.
Sheila. That's an Aussie version.
Well,
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Chicken or beef?
Beef.
Chicken.
Left hand or right hand?
Right.
Left.
Always wants to be the odd one out. She says chicken, we say beef.
Who would you rather beat, England netball or New Zealand netball?
New Zealand.
Mac or PC?
Mac.
Too hot or too cold?
Too
Too
hot.
hot.
Rugby players or soccer players?
Rugby.
What do cows drink?
Milk. Grass.
They eat grass. I hate the trick question.
scientists from the Australian Institute of Sport have pioneered a new form of immersive technology that allows cyclists to experience every aspect of the Olympic course without ever having been there.
What Project Deja Vu is all about is to try to capture as much information as possible during test events so you can come back to Australia and essentially recreate the specific demands of competition.
Cyclists train on a bicycle mounted in front of a large screen which runs footage of the actual course. The bicycle is computer programmed to provide the same amount of friction as the cyclists would experience on the course cycling up a hill.
You can definitely feel coming down a hill because the resistance backs off. So, and then that's when your gears come into play. So you'll ramp them up so you can then get your speed going. You get to ride the course, you get to see where you're going, see where the corners are, see where the descents are. So you can really get a good idea of the course and what's involved, and as opposed to just sitting and riding and not being able to visually see where you are at what point.
Athletes work with coaches, dietitians and experts in skill acquisition to optimise their performance on the course.
What happens is we take the information we collect when we're over in London. We come back, and on the bicycle behind me and on the TV screen in front of me, the cyclist can actually experience a virtual reality. This allows the cyclist to practice their sports nutrition. When would I drink? How much would I drink? It also allows them to practice their pacing strategies. When should I hold myself back a little? When can I open it up and give as much as I possibly can? And the idea by going through this creation of these simulated environments is that when the athletes get over to London, they're not giving a tentative effort, they're giving a maximal effort, and they feel very, very confident that they've left no stone unturned, a cliche, but a good one, and that they're actually able to give what they feel is their very best effort.
Project Deja Vu is just one avenue the AIS is exploring in its quest to help cyclists perform better.
Australian sports science has been very innovative over the years, but it's fair to say that there are a number of countries that are copying the Australian Institute of Sport model. Every year we have groups from China, Japan, New Zealand, America, Canada, France, Germany, Great Britain. They come and they look at this model. How has Australia become so successful in such a short period of time? And obviously a lot of countries want to emulate what's going on here at the Australian Institute of Sport.
Hi, I'm Craig Sigel, the mental toughness trainer for youth sports. I'm here to tell you how to get over high school sports injuries with a case study of mine. Nancy was a strong and aggressive volleyball player, and she loved the competition of big tournaments. She started playing at age 12, and her coaches knew right away that they had something special in her. On one night during a game, she dove for a save, and she injured her ankle. And as she stood up, she found she could not stand on her foot. And with tears streaming down her face, she was helped off the court. Now, having always been tough as nails, she thought she'd be back within a few weeks, but as it turned out, she ended up missing the rest of the season. As the reality of her situation sunk in, her spirits really took a big dive. And for the first time in her life, Nancy started feeling fear and doubt in the back of her mind constantly. She'd always taken for granted that she was superior to all her competitors, and she felt assured she had a future playing on a college team. Now she wasn't so sure. See, she put a lot of stock in her identity as a top-notch volleyball player, and having it literally disappear overnight was shocking and traumatic. She was frustrated she couldn't play and worried if she'd ever be able to come back at all. Parents, this is perfectly normal from this type of injury or experience. You know, at a time when most kids are struggling to get to know who they really are, playing sports fulfills multiple emotional needs. It's how they fit in. It's how they develop their own self-efficacy, and they form their perception of worth as a person. After months of painful rehab, Nancy was finally physically ready to play, but something was still holding her back. She knew the fear wasn't rational because she had completely healed. The doctor said she was fine. And she was a gifted athlete and knew exactly what she was supposed to do tactically like the back of her hand, And as she explained to her coach, she now had a fear that she just couldn't shake. And in practice, her coach noticed the difference too. Instead of brushing it off and telling her to just put it out of her mind, her coach really listened to her and ended up sending her to me. First thing we worked on was her focus, or her dominant thoughts. She had spent the last half year thinking about her ankle and her rehab and wondering if she could ever play the same as she used to. Hundreds of doubting thoughts over a period of time, it starts to condition your mind. And I knew we had to reverse that before doing anything else. I had her go back to the reasons why she started playing volleyball in the first place. And we came up with a mantra she could repeat over and over that corrected her focus. The next step was to help her release all those stored up difficult emotions that were resultant from her injury and the setback to her career. You know, telling yourself simply to just let it go would not cut it. The work has to be done at a cellular level where the emotions literally get stuck. This is why we use guided visualizations in our training, and it worked wonders for her. She told me how light and free she felt afterwards. By working to clear her mental interference and teaching her an effective mental rehearsal process to literally see herself achieving her goals, she told me that she felt like she had pushed the reset button in her mind. She gradually began to trust her ankle and her body again, and she went on to a stellar season. A year later, realizing her dream of playing college ball, she told me that the lessons she had learned from using her mind to come back in volleyball and her ankle had helped her in bouncing back from a lost relationship. She was so excited about all this that she was now teaching other players the tools she learned for herself, and her coach had called her out in front of her teammates for that leadership. She became very popular in school and on the team as a result of all this. And having worked with hundreds of kids and adults in person and through our online Mental Toughness Academy, I've found that all athletes experience major difficulties like this: fears, doubts, and setbacks in their sport. And how they come through it all, or not, has far-reaching lifelong effects on all aspects of their life. Doubt, worry, fear, they don't just stay locked in the sports arena, they creep into all areas of our lives. And it's crucial to address these fears and setbacks as soon as possible so they don't become lifelong issues that hold your athlete back in other areas of their life. Go to sportsmentaltoughness.com to get your free video training and guided visualization MP3 on how to perform under pressure. I'm Craig Sigl, the Mental Toughness Trainer.